So, what would it be like if every single person wore flip-flops and that's all they wore? It's a little bit of a strange question, but like, how would that affect style? So if you think about it, everyone wore flip-flop. How would that change our perception of what is considered fashionable? For example, if we were to, I don't know, let's say, how do I put this? Let's say we were to all wear sandals. We all wore sandals. Would suits and things even look good anymore? Would we still like the look of suits? Because if everyone only had sandals, that just, I don't, sandals don't look good in suits. It's like wearing socks and sandals. You would have to. You'd either have to go barefoot or would wear socks and sandals. Would socks and sandals go and become like the new style? Would everyone just wear like strange beach clothes? You would think so, because that kind of looks the best, I would think. However, it may not always be the case. It's an interesting question. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this sandal. Add another loop cut around the center. Go here. This. I'm going to bevel these two edges. No, that was not the way to go. Should have beveled that edge, but now if we go here, just going to select all these and go down, bring this face and this face up a bit. I'm not quite sure how shoes work. Now we have a little bit of a sandal going on. Then we can go around here and bevel those edges just to make them a little bit nicer. Would there be much of a shoe business if there were only sandals? Like, because competition, right, is very good for innovation. Let's say the whole world decided, let's all wear sandals, and that was it. Only sandals. How would that affect business competition? Because there's only so many variations you can make of a sandal. How would that change our perception on, like, would we be able to see niche things between each sandal? Like, people are trained to recognize things, so would we be trained to recognize smaller points of a sandal, and that would be considered more or less fashionable? You would think so. At least I think so. I'm thinking right now. So here we have a little bit of a sandal base going on. Now I'm just going to take this edge here, just along the toe, like that. Then I'm going to take this one and this one and this back one. I'm going to go ahead and do I move them down? No. Let's Alt E, extrude those down a bit, and then we'll just take our edges, and then we'll go ahead and just bevel them. But let's apply all transformations. So hopefully our bevel works better. Let's try again. I suppose that will do, but then let's go ahead and take this inside and do the same here. But then what about flip-flops? Are like flip-flops considered sandals? I mean, you would have to determine what is a sandal. Because if a sandal was just maybe the only thing, if people only made sandals, maybe the only thing that changes is the name of shoes. Shoes are no longer called shoes. Now they're just called sandals. And they're that way, and just because no one else has thought of calling it anything else. Where does the word shoes come from anyway? I can kind of understand sandals. Sand, because that's what they're, I guess, designed to walk on. Dulls probably being some sort of abbreviation or something along those lines. Then what kind of sandals would they be? Would they be like, I'd go ahead and do an edge slide here. Not sure what else there would be. And if we go, let's go ahead and align these because these are not aligned. We did right click, bridge faces, like so. Now we can probably go ahead and take this edge loop, or not. Close edge loops, add, select, view, mesh, edge, bridge edge loops. I understand. We just want the edges. If we're going to do so, we must only select the edges. Now if we bridge our edge loops, in theory, well, shoot darn it. How inconvenient. It's fine, we can just do this. I mean, would these even be considered much of sandals? Strange. I understand. Must have been an error when I extruded. Now we should be able to do this appropriately. Appears this is not going quite well. That's better. Oh my. let's go into vertex mode and let's just like that. Because there are sandals like this. There are sandals that have like toe straps. How would that affect like running competitions? As weird, as strange as that sounds. Because sandals would be hard to run in. Would our muscles develop differently because we only wear sandals? I'm pretty sure there's evidence of like clothing affecting how people's body shape and grow. Obviously it can undo it. Like there'll be people who will like intentionally break people's feet and then stuff them into small like shoes. That used to be a thing at one point. I don't know if it's still a thing. I doubt it. Seems kind of cruel. Now let's go ahead and take this sandal, duplicate it across the X, mirror across global X, and now we have just a pair of sand stompers. Add that to the pile. See you tomorrow.